This is AACPS Digest with Maneka Monk.
Hello and welcome to the Anne Arundel County Public Schools Digest, bringing you news about the people and programs of Anne Arundel County Public Schools.
Execute the office of Member, Anne Arundel County Board of Education.
The Anne Arundel County Board of Education's newest members were recently sworn in at the County Circuit Courthouse. Board members Allison Pickard, Tom Frank, and Julie Hummer took an oath of public service before their families, friends, and colleagues. Each is inspired and excited to make an impact for county students.
I'm very concerned in the county with equity and how all schools are receiving funds, how all of our students are receiving the same benefits that other students have. I truly believe we can have a national blue ribbon school in every feeder system, so I'd really like to see that come to fruition.
I think the thing that has always been important to me is how kids are doing in school and the percentage of kids that graduate from high school, academic achievement. That's been something that's been important to me and my family, and it needs to be something important for Anne Arundel County, and I'm going to do whatever I can to see that everybody graduates from high school.
My priorities are special education and parents and families, and so if I can improve communications and bring parents involved in things and be a voice for special needs children in particular, I would consider that a success.
Several board members, past and present, and Superintendent of Schools George Arlotto were also there to encourage the board's newest members.
We're just excited to get to know everybody and look at their skills and figure out how we all work together, kind of fit as a puzzle, and get to work.
Congratulations. Raise your right hand and repeat after me, please. I, Jacob Horstkamp.
I, Jacob Horstkamp.
Shortly after, County Circuit Court Clerk Robert P. Duckworth conducted the swearing-in for student member Jacob Horstkamp, who took an oath of public service with his parents and brothers by his side. Horstkamp is a senior at North County High School and is inspired to make an impact.
I got my way through class. I started being very active in the Board of Ed, and I was like, I want to make sure once I take this position, if elected at the time, that I'll be able to make a difference, that I'll actually be able to help the students of Anne Arundel County, and that's what I seek to do. Promoting diversity in the workforce of AACPS, bringing more 21st technology skills and implementing them into our school systems, like getting 3D printers in more of our schools, and just to open up more about our wraparound programs, so basically Homeless Resource Day, anything that the county can assist in families in need.
The county student board member serves a one-year term and is the only student board position in the country with full voting privileges.
And it's wonderful that we can look at a student member and say you are a full participating member on the board, and what you say matters in terms of where we go with the agenda of the Board of Education for Anne Arundel County. Several veteran board members and Superintendent of Schools George Arlotto were also there to encourage the board's youngest member. 28 high school seniors and 14 teachers were recently honored for their achievements at the STEM Awards ceremony held at Anne Arundel Community College. 2 students were selected from each of the 12 comprehensive high schools and 2 centers of applied technology for demonstrating academic excellence in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and math.
It's a special place that Anne Arundel County Public Schools gives a student who excels in the STEM disciplines when they give them the opportunity not only to say, I'm proud of myself and I'll go on into great things in life, but to also look backwards and to say thank you to someone who helped them on that journey.
The student winners distinguished themselves throughout their high school careers by excelling in STEM-related courses, participating in co-curricular activities, and competing at the local, state, and national levels. It is such a high honor that even former winners return to celebrate with their counterparts.
STEM in general was a great program in preparing me for college, and how rigorous college can be. Being pre-med, all the time I'm under stress, time management, all these skills, they're all developed in the STEM program. This year's STEM student winners have been accepted with scholarships to some of the most prestigious colleges and universities in the nation, where they will likely continue their STEM studies.
In other STEM news, the Bowie Baysox minor league baseball franchise recently hosted a STEM event for students, which included a ceremonial first pitch from AACPS Deputy Superintendent Maureen McMahon, as well as lots of STEM activities.
We have a assortment of physics projects that we're doing for the community. We have kids that are coming here today to the Bowie Baysox Stadium to experience these experiments to help them generate interest in the STEM program.
Making sure that STEM is passed along through all of the grade levels, secondary students showed elementary students all of the exciting avenues that STEM has to offer.
Every station is set up to make the kids enjoy science and explain to them why it happens.
Winning the Volunteer of the Year award for her unwavering dedication to sharing her vast musical knowledge with the students of Mayo and Rolling Knolls elementary schools, Barbara Wengernuk was one of many shining stars celebrated at this year's Volunteer Recognition Tea, hosted by the Office of School and Family Partnerships.
You know, as you get older and as you're a grandmother, I think rather than just sitting home and doing nothing, we need to give back our towns, and the children love it. And when I don't show up for maybe a day or two because I'm up in Connecticut with my other grandchildren, they'll say to me when I come back, "Where were you? Where were you? What are you doing?" You know. So I really think it's important, and I think they really look forward to seeing us volunteers in the schools.
The tea annually honors the many volunteers who do the intangible things that keep our schools running and students achieving.
In order to really get to our children, to reach and teach all of our children, we've got to have volunteers that really help us throughout the day, to really complete the day with after-school programs, evening programs, and coaching, as well as volunteering in the classroom. So it really is, it's critical for us.
Without volunteers, so much work wouldn't get done around the schoolhouse. And certainly just their love and care for children and how they give of their own, sometimes even their own money. I have many volunteers who go into their own pocketbook and buy things for the school. So without them, a lot would not get done, and we are certainly appreciative of everything they do.
This school year, about 16,000 volunteers gave more than 500,000 hours to all 120 schools in AACPS. Along the same lines of unselfish giving, AVID students at Glen Burnie High School recently decided to help support their community by holding an outreach event and fundraiser to feed 10,000 meals to those who need them.
One of the reasons that we're doing this outreach event today is in order to have our students take away the benefits of helping the community and giving back to their own. You know, they've been coming to Marley and Corcoran and Glen Burnie High School for years. Some of them are going to be graduating, going off to college. So we really want them to have the understanding that, you know, it's really important to give back to their community.
Through their efforts, more than 80 people gathered to package 10,200 meals, and more than $3,000 was raised to purchase a freezer for the school's pantry and to donate to local organizations.
We decided to do this outreach event so students at Glen Burnie can help local communities and families by providing 10,000 meals, which will go into the Glen Burnie High School food pantry and Sarah's house in Fort Meade and on the House of Hope.
I'm here today to talk to you about what I have observed regarding success in high school.
And in more community news, Superintendent of Schools George Alado recently said at a board meeting that we can't place a value on giving back. There is one AACPS graduate, Austin Murdock, who is so appreciative of his elementary school counselor at Botkin Elementary School that he came back to share his success with the students of Botkin and Chesapeake Bay Middle School.
You know, we get all the things that we need to be successful, but to really develop that passion, we need to just go beyond what we learn in the classroom. We really worked hard to build a community among the students, which is just so important. Working with people who have the same goals as you is extremely powerful.
After an exemplary academic career at Chesapeake High School, Austin went on to the honors program at the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and is now on his way to the University of California at Berkeley. It is a school system tradition that spans decades for some of the county's most talented artists to have their work showcased in large public venues.
The open house is a wonderful opportunity for parents, family, friends, school administrators, and their teachers to come and take a look at all of the amazing work that's been going on throughout the school year.
If you walk through and you watch the students and their parents looking at their own artwork, and it's a chance for them to be displayed. They're used to having the artwork displayed in the school, in the classroom, maybe on the walls, in the cafeteria, or along the hallways. But when they can get out here in public and they can see their own artwork on display, it's very exciting for them. And it really is the wow factor, as I said earlier. To see how really talented our students are is very exciting. The different textures, the different colors, the idea that students are learning to shade at such a young age and learning this about art, it really is, it's an exciting time, and it's fun to see their artwork displayed.
That tradition recently continued in stellar flair as more than 2,000 student art pieces were recently part of the all-county art exhibit at Westfield Annapolis Mall, allowing student artists to not only shine, but express themselves.
I think it's really cool that mine got selected along with everybody else's because they picked the best of the school, and I think they did a really good job with the works that they did pick because it definitely represents how well our school is at art.
The exhibit has not only become a display of student work, but an example of community partnership. In a partnership with other county departments and community organizations, the school system recently hosted the 3rd annual Hispanic Women's Day at the Parham Administration Building. With a purpose of educating and inspiring Hispanic women to value their health and well-being equally as much as that of their children, the event theme was Un Día para Mí, or A Day Just for Me.
I see the efforts and I see the struggles and I see how much we do for our kids. I have 3 kids of my own, and I just want to recognize all those moms just like me that sometimes we do everything for our families and we put ourselves last, so this is for them.
Throughout the day of activities, the nearly 100 participants heard speakers on various topics including empowerment, health and disease prevention, positive parenting, and stress relief. In celebration of Severna Park Elementary School becoming the county's 18th Maryland Blue Ribbon School of Excellence, State Superintendent Lillian Lowry, County Superintendent George Arlotto, and other guests visited the school to formally congratulate the school's talented students, dedicated staff, and amazing community members who worked together to earn the distinction.
We have over 1,400 schools, 1,450 about schools in the state of Maryland. Out of that 1,450 schools, only 6 of those schools get recognized to be schools of distinction, receiving the Blue Ribbon School Award, and you are one of the 6 schools.
The Blue Ribbon Schools program honors schools that excel or significantly improve in reading and math exams as measured by state assessments. In order to achieve Blue Ribbon status, schools must meet standards established by the Maryland and U.S. Departments of Education. The school's deliberate focus on rigor has led to more than 98% of its students scoring proficient or advanced in reading and math on the 2013-14 Maryland School Assessments. Such student performance places the school among the top 5% in the state, a status the school has maintained for the last 7 years.
Becoming a Blue Ribbon school doesn't happen by chance. It really doesn't. It doesn't just appear. It happens because of hard work. Because of hard work and dedication. Think about how hard you've been working this year. You work so hard in the classroom through the teaching and learning process. We are so incredibly proud of you.
Severna Park Elementary is now eligible to become a national Blue Ribbon school. For the 6th consecutive year, Anne Arundel County Public Schools hosted nearly 40 educators from across the nation for its Teacher Diversity Recruitment Weekend. The 4-day event helps the school system build a talent pool of teachers who can help address its increasingly diverse student body and gives candidates a chance to gain a better understanding of life in the county as they consider positions with AACPS.
This Diversity Weekend is an opportunity to show these candidates what our district has to offer. They get to tour our schools, talk to our teachers, meet with our administrators, and learn about our community. And it is our hope that at the end of this experience, they will decide that Anne Arundel County Public Schools is exactly where they want to be.
I've never seen anything like this. It's all in one place, and I've met all these principals, and they're very comfortable to talk to. It's going really well for me.
Last year, more than half of the participants received positions within AACPS.
There are so many people I met for our building, so as I'm thinking about looking at the elementary level and looking at our primary and intermediate, I've met numerous candidates to be great fits for Mills Perot and other schools around the district.
Thank you for watching Anne Arundel County Public Schools Digest on AACPS-TV.